What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Any Day Now podcast. I'm your host, Byron Manuel, writer, producer, director, all the things, multi-hyphenate. But most importantly, I am your guide to what the industry won't tell you. I'm joined here with
Rich Morrow, a.k.a. Rich TV. He forgot to mention we are both two-time award-winning filmmakers now.
Facts.
I'm your actor, producer, host, just entrepreneur out here getting to it. Voice of the streets. Want to definitely be somebody that is continuing to educate you on this independent movement going on out here. And man, we about to dive into some stuff.
Now, that's a fact. We're going to have a lot of people on this show, you know, writers, producers, directors, actors, people behind the scenes, editors, executives, the grips, gaffers. You know, we want to have a really well-balanced conversation around cinema and the state of the industry right now, the climate of being an independent artist, and the grit, the grind, the journey, all those things we plan to discuss and give you some insight here. So we started this pod really just to talk about some film.
We got to talk about it, man. It's a lot of topics that don't get addressed out here. And it's interesting, man. You hear things week to week that it feels like are just, the trends change so fast now that it's hard to almost keep up. But there's certain things that you hear more often than others, like the word gatekeeping and all of these other topics that tend to come to the surface because it's been stuff that's been going on for so long.
I've also been confused by gatekeeping a little bit. Like there's points in times where I feel like people are gatekeeping, but they're also being gatekept.
Exactly.
They don't have the access. They don't have the pull. They don't have the persona that they've pitched you that you bought into.
Yeah.
They're not really on like that.
Facts.
So the gatekeeping stuff gets kind of tricky for me because it's like, you know, I'll say it like this. Like I thought, and Marlon Wayans was going on like a crazy run of interviews he was doing. And to look up to somebody like that is like an icon, a legend, somebody that I'm like, if I meet Marlon Wayans, he can help me, right? I start listening to his story and everything that's going on, and I'm like, damn, he can't help me. Like he
trying to help himself right now.
he barely getting his stuff made. So how? Which became super confusing to me because I'm like, how does a nigga who's been in the business my entire life, probably the best comedic family in history, with all the access, you know everybody.
Everybody know you.
You asking for
even
money
if you don't
still?
know them, you can still, you know. But you realize it's a lot more complex, and what it sounds like is, you know, the older we get. And that's why I said, you know, my idea of gatekeeping, because that's changed over time. Yeah. I've realized, like you said, people that I may have thought were gatekeeping at 24, I realized was getting busy and couldn't pull down the ladder for me because they would have probably fell in too again and probably just got out of it. I know what it feel like now. No, so it's like, was it really gatekeeping, or was it me in my perception feeling like I needed other people to do for me what I needed to be figuring out how to do for myself?
I think that's a good point, man, because like, that's so well said. Like at the end of the day, there's been so many times where I'm like, meet the person. And I'm like, oh, you know, oh, they not fucking with me? Oh, they lame. Like, oh, that's you trying, what? You know, you feel the disrespect. You feel, which movie like
crazy,
a movie like Kidnapping Keon comes up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we feel the disrespect, we feel the belittlement, we feel the like, damn, how come, why wouldn't you want to put me on? You know what I'm saying? But and the truth of that matter is that those people don't be on like that. You know, like they don't have the power, they don't have the money, they don't have the resource for
or
real.
the energy for people that aren't in their scope of
the other
view.
Thing.
You know what I mean? This is somebody that's coming in when they already for years, since you've known of them, they've had people coming up to them just like you. And you think that 20 years in, just because you're you, that they're gonna, and it's like, I get it.
What's up, man? Byron, nice to meet you.
Nigga,
I've got this
Byron?
Project. You want to hit? No, I don't want to read your shit. Nigga.
I got somewhere to be at 3 o'clock, and it's 2:15 in the.
I've got an audition to make, sir.
And I gotta go audition.
I'm not producing things. I'm not making stuff. I'm trying to get high.
I would love to be making what the fuck I want right now, but I'm sorry, my nigga. In a year or two, maybe. But I'm not giving you my number because.
You could be weird. That's the other thing. It's like, why do I want to give you? Why do I want to give you my personal information for you to just keep calling me every day, trying to be my friend. I don't need any
guilt
friends.
tripping me when I can't do what I'm already about to tell you I probably can't do right now.
And then another funny thing though is, I know we on a tangent, but another funny thing is like IP, right? Like ideas. So it's like I don't even want, because I feel like that now. Like I've had people above me go, I don't want to hear your idea because I don't want you to think I took it. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, man, I don't care if you took it. And now people are like, yo, my idea. I'm like, hold up.
No, don't be just trying to think you about to hear all of my ideas and go run off.
I don't want to hear your idea, bro, because I've already got the same idea.
Yeah.
You know how many times somebody's pitched me and I'm like, damn, I got the same idea.
Don't know what to tell them, but you got to keep it cool.
You got to tell them in the moment, though, so they don't think you jacked them, because they be like, yeah, man, I got this idea. I'm like, yeah, me too, because the way that I was thinking about it was like, this is how I was going to do mine.
A year later, y'all looking at each other like the Spider-Man meme, like...
But what information did you learn when you started becoming a producer, when you started seeing things different? Like, oh shit, I think I might start producing a little bit more as well.
Man, I think it's the control, the lack of control over your own passions. First of all, you already are in a situation where ain't nobody gonna believe in your dream in this as much as you believe in that shit. Period. I don't give a damn.
It'd be hard to believe in it yourself.
Your mom is it'd be hard enough just doing that shit yourself.
It'd be hard for you to believe in your
feel
own
me?
dream.
Like outside of your mama, your daddy, if you got decent relationships with them, because more often than not, that shit ain't even healthy. And then it's like, bro, like you already are trusting people that you don't even know with the thing that affects you and means the most to you, because you can't be at the level of what we do without this being the one thing you can see yourself doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, because everybody else that we are amongst, that's how they feel about it, and that's why they're doing it. Like, if they wanted to go do something else, they could all go do that.
Yep.
But we doing this and go through the things we go through because we want it that bad. And I feel like the biggest thing I learned is that, and we talked about this a couple times, but I realized that I have to be in more control over the life that I want to create for myself. And for me, if I'm sitting around waiting for somebody to give me validation or to confirm or give me credibility to do what I actually love to do, how is that going to pan out over time when there's other things that I want to do even more?
I love the quote you have of non-creatives.
Yeah, we got non-creatives controlling how creatives can create. It don't even make sense. We got creatives waiting on non-creatives to give them permission to create. And it's like, what the hell is going on? That doesn't even make sense. Why? Because without us, what are they doing?
Man, I talk to a lot of actors, obviously. So I'm always like encouraging, especially like Black actors that I know, I'm always encouraging them to create your own stuff, because realistically, I mean, we got a great friend group. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like our class of creatives and artists that are around us.
We the best out.
Super talented. And, you know, we know people who've got motion. So when I talk to my actor friends who got motion, who are just sitting at the house waiting to get a call, I'm like, bruh, but from the producer side of it, I go, well, shoot, if we just put your name on the thing, it's up. It's $1 million now.
You're probably getting paid more than you would be getting paid when they call you, just because you're an executive producer.
Just produce the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talked to Wood Harris on Clubhouse.
Shout out to Wood, man. Incredible Met Wood on the set of New Edition story.
Yeah, super.
He's special.
I'm also tired of our actors not getting the credit they deserve. Like, the legendariness of the Black actors that we've seen in our day and age not have the accolades, success, the dollar amount to match what they've put into the game. Some of the best characters in the world have been performed by us.
No, you're right.
And broke.
Yeah.
Niggas broke, struggling, still trying to get a job. It's crazy to watch people like Terrence Howard or Taraji P talk about their financial struggles.
Yeah, when you done seen all that they done and all that they've already done in comparison to other people that have everything that they asked.
Anthony Mackie said he was getting like $150 a day or something. He just said on the
one of his
pod.
projects. Yeah,
Like,
I know what the hell.
We pay more than that. I'm like, well, excuse me, sir. Like, come on, bro. But when I think about like the power that the actors have, you know, and the power that the system has put a chokehold on to try to act like that power isn't there.
It's the biggest trick and manipulation I've probably ever seen outside of probably like
racism
and slavery, like for real. Because the fact that, like I said, you can willingly get somebody
to trust. It's the same kind of thought process when you think about.
Come on,
come
on, because it's freedom.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's freedom. We want the freedom to be able to do the things that move us enough to even put our life on the line like this.
Yeah.
And to be held away from that is the toughest part for me.
Yeah.
Like the fact that majority of my career, I've been doing all of the bullshit that I go through outside of being on camera, to be on camera and actually do what I got to do, and realizing that I've been doing more of that than being on camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit enough to make anybody crash out.
Oh yeah, it's a crash out.
Come on, it's a crash out arc.
It's a crash out moment.
Like, and that's the reason why we creating some of the projects we creating, because people need to know what that journey
is. Talk about
like.
that. No,
everybody think that shit is sweet. It's not sweet.
That's what the pod is all about, man. Is, you know, I think this is our opportunity to really get some therapy for what the industry has put us through. I do want to get back on a couple things. Like I was saying, when I was on Clubhouse and Wood he came into the room. And I was moderating the room. I asked him, like, you know, why don't more actors produce things? Like, why doesn't more talent take that initiative?
That route.
And his answer was so simple, man. And it's probably something he'll never remember. But it was so simple that he was like, well, some people don't even want to do that, bro.
They don't want that much responsibility.
Like some artists, whatever their specialty is, actor, they just want to act.
True.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they don't read the paperwork. Maybe they don't do this. I don't know how much that prototype should be in this state that we're in of independence and movement and ownership. Even as a person of color at this point, like the topic around ownership is heavy right now.
It's real heavy.
Everybody's pushing that. Music business has changed. The film business is, like you said, they moved the goalposts 10 times in the last 5 years, bro. I don't even know what this shit looks like.
We all just hanging over dear life, doing what we gotta do now. It's the wild, wild west.
You've got some of the biggest talent in the world, can't get a project made.
We got to call for the people that we know actually do want that to let them know that it really is time.
No, it's
a lot of people
time.
are waiting in the assembly line and don't realize that they can get out of line.
Yeah. I think that's the beauty about it. Like their generation of talent, because of, you know, even though I feel like, you know, the talent that looks like us didn't get their just due, but it was so lucrative back then.
True.
It was, I don't want to say niche.
It made sense.
Niche, but it was like a little small, like it was a smaller group, like everybody's exchanging money. Not everybody's doing the oversaturatedness of it now. Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
So now it's like, for us in this generation, it's like, how do we compete? The natural evolution. I feel like you've got to be a multi-hyphenate if you want to, if you really want to get to it.
What you're doing.
Like you got to learn how to produce. You got to know something about directing, know something about editing, know something about all these things. And I've been somebody who's, you know, started out as a writer, then was a producer because I'm like, I got to make my own thing. Started producing, then got nobody to direct my episodes. Now I'm directing. The first thing I shot, I learned how to edit on. Became an editor instantly.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've touched color. I've touched sound. Yeah. We built this pod. Yeah. You know, we got to order lights. You got to do this. You got to learn the language of everything that's going on. And when you start learning that language, you start realizing the other opportunities in this business. Yeah. I don't feel like I just got to be talent anymore. Yeah. But is that what's that red thing right there? Can you see that?
That could be this cord here.
Oh, shit. Drop that. Yeah, drop that. I'll crop it.
Damn, has that been there the whole time?
Probably. I'll crop it, though.
Yeah, if you want to.
But yeah, when you think about all the things that you have to be and how talented you have to be, I sometimes think, too, like, I don't want to say envious, but I don't know another word to use. But like when I look at somebody like Spike Lee or John Singleton during that time, like the little to no experience they had when they were making stuff, And then the opportunities because they made a thing or two. I don't know how many things they made, but I feel like it wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
Then you get these opportunities to be a storyteller because nobody who looks like you is doing
Is
it.
able to tell these stories.
And now you get a 2-3 picture deal like Spike did, and you got Do the Right Thing. And you got these things. And I feel like even now, I'm so many more years ahead of that person.
Yeah.
But haven't reached those opportunities.
Yeah, that level of being able to do it.
Yeah, it sits in my spirit and goes, okay, well, I can't just die and age out, right? I can't just not let the time pass.
This. Yeah,
like I can't just keep waiting for the big companies to go, your turn. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool on that. So the idea of, you know what, that gate that's there, that barrier that's there, that whatever you want to call it, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to start creating our own things. Yeah. We got to start making our own things. And I've been watching so many people talk about how the quality doesn't have to be that good and how like, you know, damn, I forget what comedian it was. I was just watching him. Was it? I forget, but he was like, you know, I'm watching whatever you put on the phone, on the toilet, on my phone for 20 seconds. Like I can't really tell the quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just make some stuff.
Yeah.
And I sit in that space and I go, I don't want to just make some
because
stuff.
You're a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I think like, that's something that separates still the artists from just the creators. I think everybody has the capability to be a creator. I'm not sure how artistic everybody really is.
I want to find some substance.
And exactly. And that's really, I think, is part of the reason we ended up partnering up the way that we have is because as visionaries, I think that there's a respect. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the artistry in it is something that's respected, though.
Yeah.
When I meet a fellow artist, there's a certain hidden language and respect there. And we know what it's like to really bet on yourself. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you even out there enough as an artist for other people to know it, that don't know you, and you constantly are feeding that, I respect.
I mean, that's a good point. And I think that's like the depth of it, right?
Yeah.
Is it's like, I've done a lot of content online.
Yeah.
I've 100 million views, probably more than that by now.
Yeah. Talk your shit.
But I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Out here, 1,000 videos. You know what I'm saying? Ton of sketches, whatever. But
two-time award winner.
Two-time award-winning filmmaker. Got two-time award-winning filmmakers.
Two-time award-winning filmmakers here. This ain't no ordinary picnic, y'all.
Yeah. So when I look at all that content that I put out, like, you know, some of it, I'm proud of that we made it, but the quality, I'm not necessarily proud of the quality.
Yeah, we know where we could be right now with that. So I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I get into these arguments. I don't want to call them arguments, but these heated conversations with my mom about being a perfectionist because she knows what you know. You know, we are past a lot of things that a lot of people that have done less, you know, have been able to do. And we hold ourselves back because of wanting it to be a certain way.
Exactly.
And I think that that's one of the goalposts that kind of got moved because when we first came into this, if you weren't presenting yourself in a way that read like, if I want to be a lead man, you need to be able to look at me and feel like
the polish has
a lead
to be
man wouldn't do some of these other things that, you know, you may see. So having to feel like you was kind of constricted in that way before is, I think, almost like a PTSD we all still got.
Yeah, we're like in that middle generation of like some of that old industry is on us.
Integrity,
yeah. And then it's like this new age of the generation of under us is like, shoot it.
Shout out to the younger generation though, because they really did take down all of the BS of like, fuck it. Yeah. Just do it.
Color science is wrong.
Nike got the best slogan in the world because it really is what it come down to at the end of the day. You got to just do it. And that's what the younger generation is showing us. And without that, I think we could end up being in situations where you end up aging out. You end up sitting in that assembly line waiting to get called and you look up and it's been 40, 50 years and you like, damn, I pulled the Samuel L. Jackson or the Morgan Freeman. It's like, come on, man, we don't have to do that.
Those success stories aren't that inspiring to me.
Not no more. Not when you just say
Samuel L. started at 40, or who's the other one that started at 50 or something? Like
bro,
come on,
it's a
bro.
lot,
like,
and that shit scares me. I'm not gonna lie.
My bills are due tomorrow.
What am I gonna do about Monday? Monday. That's in like.
Come on, man. I can't wait that long
at all
to get a bag.
And what am I gonna be doing in the meantime? So I don't get to do it at all during that time. I get to do it, but I'm
moving weight. Is what you're doing if you're trying. We in California. Like, how I'm supposed to survive?
You're doing something illegal.
Yeah, it's like how many scams I gotta run to be an artist. Like, the scamming is at an all-time high, bro. Like, like I said, like I look at like a Jay-Z or them dudes in that day. Our heroes that actually moved some weight and turned it into legitimate bread. Yeah. I'm like, what a time. What a time.
I know you want to go back, but that's why we got to make movies showing
I want to go back so bad. I'm like,
part of the journey. I don't think there's enough movies that show the so I think a lot of movies showed when they were in that, and a lot of mediums have showed during that time what was going on. But I don't think we've seen too many mediums that have shown that transition you're talking about of going from really turning into something legit. But what it really looked like.
Hero?
Come on,
man.
Come on, man.
I'm just trying to get to the bag.
And then show people exactly how I got to the bag so that we don't have to deal with all of this violence and bullshit of people hating on each other. You ain't hating on nobody when you got it. What you got to hate on them for?
I'm going to also say this too, man. Like, so we probably about to wrap this one up, but like in the last however many years, last couple of years, how addicted I've realized I am to being an artist, to being a creative, and the pain or the agony I feel not creating things, not getting the work done,
that's the toughest
sickness
part.
that starts that I start feeling in my body, like, man, what's going on? Then the realization of like, it's a part of me, you know, like being a creative. I think that part is gone overlooked in our industry so much that the people, like you see people like, you know, and I hate to mention these things, but like Robin Williams, you know, people who've taken their own life in this business at the highest of it all. And I'm like, how is that even possible? And then you start living the roller coaster of the journey of, you know, and you know this, you get booked. You get booked one day and you're like, oh, best thing in the world. Next day, the thing that you really wanted, you didn't get. And now you're back down again.
And now you don't get to do anything for however long because them opportunities don't come around just every day.
Man, the up and down of it all, you know, what's been your... There's no answer for this. The question almost doesn't even exist. But how do you be today? Like, how are you in this state of up and down every single day? Your dreams, because we've been on it's July.
It's been a ride,
we've been on 50 calls this year.
Maybe more.
Everybody was like, yo, we got this bread. We need this project. Can you guys do this? Oh, man, this would be great.
Yeah.
And then crickets.
Man, fourth quarter.
They gone.
We done made it to damn near the buzzer.
Man. It's not real for me.
Game winner hit on us from other side of the court, 75 feet.
They wasn't even in the arena. You just looked up and the score changed.
Ball was just coming
You was like, how did the score change? They're not even, I've got the ball.
We weren't even playing them. Who are these people? Damn, man, how did we lose to them? What the fuck is going on?
So I'm like, how do you, back to just the question, man.
How do I survive through it?
How are you like experiencing this? Even bigger than the balance of it all, because it ain't really no balance. But like, how have you been experiencing this, man? Talk to me a little bit about that.
I've gotten to a point where recently I've had to just focus on the next 18 hours or the next 24 hours.
I like that.
I think without that,
I love that.
It's a little bit too overwhelming. I didn't realize for how long I was on this hamster wheel of trying to balance, like you just said, there's not really no balance in this because you got to be all in or it ain't going to happen.
It's all in or it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening if it's not.
Yeah.
So the fact that I chose to be all in 10, 11 years ago now, I didn't realize how long I was going through those cycles of like, damn, like I'm right there. And then all of a sudden it gets pushed, the score got changed. And then it's like, I'm right there. And then I got pushed and the score and then you don't even realize though, after all of that time, a long time ago, you could have snapped out of it and realized, you know what? I'm about to find another way to make this happen that's going to give me more peace of mind.
Absolutely.
So the way to be is really snapping out of it and realizing that, one, you don't have to put yourself under the most extreme circumstances all the time. I think it was almost like a honor thing in the beginning of like, yeah, I'm willing to sleep in my fucking car for this shit.
Till your neck start hurting.
Until you done been in your car for 2 weeks and
you
your
done
back
lost a half an inch on your height. You like,
and you go into class dealing with the humility of looking at people that don't have that problem, that are living out what you want to do. When in reality, if you had the approach of just taking care of yourself and building your community and starting to collaborate with the people that are in the same positions as you, instead of focusing on somebody else giving you that permission. I think that it's really what's turned the corner for me in the terms of mental health. It's a sickness, like you said. It's to the point where it's normalized to be a starving artist.
Oh, for sure.
And I've never liked that term because at the end of the day, nobody deserves to be out here starving. First of all. Second of all, there's so much opportunity and success and revenue going around that there's no scarcity of that. Nope. We all could literally have some, and there's still going to be more left over than we would know what to do with. And the fact that we all are so combusted right now, it's like everybody's on the verge of imploding. Like it's like a real crash out course because nobody's focused on actually watering just their garden so that they can be able to take care of anything it is that they want to do. At that point, you're not really stressing about waiting on a call from somebody when you've created enough motion for yourself that you are still at least able to do the thing that you love to do. I know me personally, I'm not tripping if I get to create and things don't always look exactly the way that I need them to, but I'm still able to take care of myself. I'm not tripping. Yeah, it's great when you book something and you get that extra bump and that boost, but we all know it ain't a paycheck other than probably 0.5% of people in this industry that's going to be paying people the rest of their life that you done got. You feel me? So everything you book, it's going to have to be followed up with you doing something else. You know what I'm saying? And I think not enough people fall in love with the work. I have always been in love with the work. I think I've been in love with the work almost to a fault where I've been willing to suffer just to keep on fighting for the opportunity to do the work. And then doing the work while I'm suffering. And then it's just creating a whole nother emotion you can't even describe. And you look up and it's been years. And you realize you've missed out on opportunities with family and friends and life check marks that you've been wanting to check off. And now you feel behind. And now you're living in the past. That's where depression comes from. Anxiety comes from living in the future. I feel like I got to do it right now. And it's like, when you stuck in between those two walls, bro, that's a scary place to be. And that's why I think it's so hard for people to tap out of it. I think that's why it was so hard for me to tap out of it. But I'm thankful because at the end of the day, you start to realize it's the people that have been there from the beginning that usually are the ones that remind you of who you are. And it's the people that really support you, that hit you up out of the blue and congratulate you or tell you they're proud of you, that are the ones that get you through every day. And we don't spend as much time focused on them, which really opens up even more doors.
Yeah, that support system is key, man. I think that, what I've realized is what you said in the beginning. It's like the next 24 hours, kind of where my focus is now. Eyes on the prize. I don't feel like my eyes are not on the prize. Like I am the prize king.
The prize is coming.
Like, I'm not shooting for that. It's got to be in the work, and it's got to be in the doing. Like some of my best superpowers have been completions, getting things done. And every time I've been able to do that consistently, the world changed for my world's changed.
You don't have to worry
People
about
around me have changed.
Yeah.
Then opportunities have created themselves.
True.
Nobody in this business has really even given me much opportunity. There's one or two times I've been given some opportunity. The other 98% of the time I've created my own motion. So when I start realizing I'm getting away from that becomes the hard part for me. Is it's like, damn, I convinced myself again that I had to track some other motion other than my motion. Like, as long as I keep creating my motion, then I'm good, because I'll figure out how to monetize it. Yeah. I'll partner with somebody like you. We'll bring in somebody else. We got the homies like Dev over here. Like, we start building the right mindset, and that always translates into bread. Always. It always translates into dope ideas. It always translates into the best creative. It always translates into the movement and into the moment. Facts. And then what usually happens is the prize. The big thing looks at you and goes, I want a piece. Now, I don't know what that looks like anymore, because it don't even look like they want a piece no more. Now that AI is out here. So it's really like, you know, at this day and age, I'm going to just figure out how to get mine. I'm going to figure out how to create mine. And because we're obsessed with the quality, the substance, and what we want to bring to the world, we'll create a different type of fan base that's more dedicated to what we're doing, more invested in what we're doing, because it won't be fast food. No. It'll be, you know,
you're getting used to home cooked meals. And,
exactly. It'll be some home cooked premium, basically. Facts. You don't have to go get which we'll still be serving some fast food, because I do think that ideology of getting some stuff out does really work.
There's power in it.
It's just hard for my brain to wrap around the quality aspect.
It's because we haven't been able to show and feed that as much yet. Exactly. I think if I had 10 movies out right now and I produced half of them and I was doing, I wouldn't give a fuck about doing none of the little stuff.
Yeah, it wouldn't
But
matter.
the fact that I've been deprived of doing that, bro, I look up, I forget my age sometimes,
I forget too.
I can't believe how long it's been. I'm like, am I really this old now?
10 plus, bro. 15 plus, really. Like,
come on. It's like, I gotta get that done.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'm gonna look up and it's gonna scare the shit out of me how old I am.
I don't want to see that part. I'm like, right now, today, because I've been talking to so many people, man, and everybody is on that same motion. I was talking to a filmmaker, Bobby Huntley, one of the homies out in Atlanta. Shouts out to Bobby, super dope talent. But he was telling me about a project he was doing. And I'm like, I put up not even a barrier, but he felt like it was. And he was like, nah, I can't wait for nothing. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not saying we not waiting. I'm just saying we get like, nah, man, too many people. I'm not waiting, bro. Like, everybody got me waiting. Like, I gotta create.
He on that bubble.
And
it's
I'm
about
like,
to implode.
I had to take a step back, and I'm like, you know what? I love this energy. I
Can't
love
even
this
be
energy.
mad at it.
I'm like, I'm not technically saying what you thought I was saying,
but I get it.
But I love this energy of we not waiting, bro, because
we don't wait, we create.
We don't wait, we create, and that's got to be how we live out the rest of the year. Because even this pod has been a long time coming for me. I've been wanting to do a pod since like 2019. I think we should do like closing thoughts every time.
Oh man.
So I'm like,
come on, give me your closing thought. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm thinking we just every episode, like, what's on your mind for real?
Yeah.
What's on my mind for real, man? Closing thoughts. I think it's an opportunity out here for us to partner better, to build community as artists. I think it's an opportunity to collaborate more than ever and figure out how to make things. Because what I've realized on the producer side, on that back end, the numbers look crazy.
When you open up the curtain,
Yeah, when you can just make something and you have some outlets to take it to, everybody's eating crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my spirit right now. I'm also in the moment of like every 24 to 72 hours, I'm closing out something important to me. Everything that's on my list, laser focused on the top one or two things till it's done and then moving on. But yeah, like what you want to close out with?
Man, closing thoughts. We just covered a lot, but
we did.
My closing thoughts is along the lines of what you just said. I like the fact that we are now in a position to be able to speak on the fact that there needs to be more community. I think that it's a blessing to be able to
group economics for sure.
Man, build your own ecosystem, and you'll feel much better about yourself knowing that you put the work in with people that you actually love and people that love you, as opposed to going out and seeking validation and having this toss up of possible rejection, possible gatekeeping, possible all these things that you know are variables that you're not really able to prepare for.
Because when I create with the right people, even whatever it is, it gives me that dopamine I need.
You feel better, bro. You don't feel that starving artist in your stomach.
Like I'm doing it.
I know what that feeling is like, and I've slept and woke up with it every day for the last 10 years. And the days or weeks or months that I didn't have to do it, I was either doing what I love to do, or I was doing something with the people that meant something to me. And they gave me that motivation and that dopamine that you're talking about to be able to continue on, to make it long enough to be able to get to the next opportunity. And we got to do what we got to do at the end of the day for ourselves. But I think being able to understand that, one, we're in the most collaborative industry in the world. Nobody is meant to do anything in our industry by themselves.
Correct.
And if you're going to be on this journey with anybody other than yourself, make sure it's with people that really have the same passion and goals as you.
Man, big facts, big facts. Well, this was great, man. I'm so happy we've been able to start getting these conversations going.
Gotta get them rolling, bro.
We're gonna have a ton of people on this show, man. Writers, producers, actors, directors, people behind the camera, grips, gaffers, editors. You know, we want to have a well-balanced conversation around cinema. So definitely stay tuned in and you'll get some more.
We don't wait, we create.
Hey, you dropped your mic.